So we just burnt this screen in the darkroom. We're bringing it in here to rinse it out. Rinsing it out is similar to reclaiming the screen, but we don't use any chemicals. So on this, we're going to start with the inside of the screen, which is the inside well here, versus the outside. The inside, just gets a quick wash. You should be able to see the image start to show up. When that happens, flip it to the other side and rinse it out on that side. The outside of the screen is the layered image or layered area where the light hit it first, so we know that's cured. The inside of the screen, if there's anything that goes wrong, it's going to happen there. So we don't rinse it on the inside in case it wasn't fully cured. And you'll notice that on some of the other screens as you go through, maybe mostly like the 200s, they'll start to rinse out really fast. So you got to really be careful with that. Otherwise, we're going to blast it from the inside, turn around, blast it from the outside, and we keep going back and forth until everything drops out. When you think you've got it done, take a close look at the screen. We should have no part of the screen still in there that's supposed to have been washed out. So we're going to make sure we don't have any residue in here, because if there is, and we take it to press, then it's not going to print. So even though this is part of the image, we want to leave that. Same thing as if it was halftones, we want to leave that. If the artwork is done right and the screen is exposed properly, everything should stay in, that should stay in, and everything should drop out, that should drop out. Don't forget the crosshairs. From here, we're just going to take this, vacuum it, and wipe it down the same way you would if you were reclaiming screens. Alright, to make sure this vacuum does the job the way it's supposed to, we want to keep the nozzle so that this part, the handle, is parallel to this part right here, is parallel to the screen. If it's up here or if it's on too low, it doesn't get good contact with the screen and it doesn't suck the moisture out. Getting that out, moisture sucked out, helps let the screen dry a little faster. It keeps any drips from going back into the screen and contaminating it if it's a little loose. Alright, so this is ready to go. We're going to set this on top of the dryer. And the reason we do that is just the heat coming off the dryer helps to speed up the process of getting it ready to go to print. We'll just let it sit there while we burn the next screen. And this will be done in about 2 minutes. We'll be ready to tape it up and put her on press.